a girl like me. She's throwing bricks, splintering the door of the lad who calls her pape, slag, bitch. She wears anger like blood, a constant throb beneath the surface, seeping through second-hand clothes, slack as grey bandages. She joins the Yellow Cushion Club, heard it will help her talk proper. Doesn't yet know she'll be met by laughter from the sickle-tongued teacher. I tell her to rise early, look directly at the grapefruit sun, declare it no longer bitter, elocute or execute with pencil on paper. From Glasgow, we moved to a coal town in the central belt of Scotland. It was the 1980s. It was an ugly time. It was an ugly town. We lived at number 7. Mandy at number 9. Dry-mouthed from want of milk, she learns to fear her mother's breast, masters the art of watchfulness through a deadlocked pupil. Hobbled by birth's random hammer, she shift shapes unseen, a cloud moving through rooms cold enough to snap childhood bones. In class, Miss Vale swipes lice from her hairline, teaches her to wash her glass eye, sneaks a clean skirt from lost and found. Mr. Gall at number 6 gifts size 5 boots. She kicks a burst ball on concrete streets, 12 metal studs dulled to nubs. She ferrets bottles from the bin outside William Hill's, trades them at DeLuca's van for 2 scoops and a single cone. Thursday, she closes the door to the welfare officer. Her mum grips the handle of her mug like a knuckle duster. So this is a poem that was written for 1983, but with the passage of time, we're 41 years down the line, and with political parties, red or blue, the UK's main parties, it seems that those with the potential to make change, the policymakers, are further removed from the reality of many. And so in that 41-year period, it doesn't seem as though we've had any forward progression. On being asked to write a poem for 1983, from memory's sweet brine, I tried to drain a sweet meat of the coal town I chose to forget. The gleam of trombone slide or trumpet bell delicately held in thick fingers, the tongue slick of lips as brass draws breath from smutted lungs. But the hooks and teeth of 1983 cleave to pitch black passages, dead-ended with shouts of scab. And I recall a pithead slumping into soil, uncaged men, double bent with fear and doubt, drowning slowly in sweetheart stout. During a time of acute poverty, my mum once stole food from the meat processing factory she worked in to feed my siblings and I. She, of course, went without. There is a direct correlation between poverty, health inequality, and early mortality. My mum died young. The shoplifter. Flaccid light and piss reek seep in from the communal hall. It takes both cold hands to form a grip, turn the key, unlock the door. The kids, still asleep in a pleat of thin limbs under sheets and coats and a lanced heart nailed to the wall. I take the pack of sausages from the waistband of my skirt, bend carefully to pick apart damp knots in oversized boots, but still dislodge the bloodied wad of my makeshift sanitary pad. I slide down the wall, pull my knees to the ladder of my ribs, and bleed. In our 1980s coal town, not only were we incomers, blow-ins from Glasgow, we were Catholics, which was so much worse. We would go to Mass on a Sunday morning, and most Sunday afternoons the priest would call. There was an expectation that he wouldn't leave empty-handed. We had no money to spare, so often he would leave with, say, the best pillow in the house. Off for today. Day streams through the drama of stained glass. Light animates dust, imparts colour in cobalt blue. I remain cold and unmoved, proving sun unreliable and time inflexible. In the chancel, a lamp's red flicker attempts to tell me I am brittle. I tear praise from a hymnal, scrawl across the page. For circumspect sex, call Mary M on XXX. I leave it on the pew's edge and rise, with nothing old or new to confess.